Today we are going to be talking about child behavior checklists and clinical interviews. Semi-structured clinical interviews can be conducted by different members of the multidisciplinary team at the school. These may include the regular education teacher, special education teacher, school psychologist, a physician if it requires a healthcare professional, and any other persons with expertise. The parents are also involved too. The interview is informal and unstructured. One type of the interview and observation form was developed by Achenbach and McCaughey for students 5 to 11 years old. The interview assesses feelings about school, family, and peers, and the effects on the emotional functioning of the child, which often leads to better understanding of the child's behaviors and tendencies in and out of the classroom. When the interview is being completed, the examiner is provided with an observation form to rate behaviors of the comments by the student during the interview, as well as the interview form. This helps to track the emotional reaction students are having while answering the questions, as well as their physical answers. The questions being asked are open-ended, and students are guided through the interview process by the examiner, which oftentimes is the teacher or school psychologist. This can determine current social and emotional issues affecting the student at school and/or at home.
The next topic we'll talk about is sociograms. Sociograms are a method of behavioral assessment that allows for teachers to get information about group dynamics and the structure within their classroom. The test can be given by a teacher or any other professional at the school. Sociograms can help interpret students that are well liked by their peers, the leaders of the group, and who is believed to be successful in the classroom by having all members of the classroom answer a few questions. Some examples of these questions may be, who would you like to work with if you had to take a math test together? After students complete the questionnaire, all of the answers are collected and interpreted by the teacher, who illustrates a sociogram, which is shown in the current picture. This diagram helps to show the relationship between students in the classroom, the connections they have, how students interact with one another, and where there may be disconnections socially in the classroom. The teacher can then determine how they may want to proceed with instruction based on the class dynamic. This can help teachers see what will help their students be more successful and how they connect and interact. It can help to make decisions on who works well with who may not be good matches, and if group work is going to be in the best interest of the students or not.
Our last topic that we're going to talk about is ecological assessment. Ecological assessment analyzes students' entire learning environment, the students' interaction, teacher interactions, and the presentation of materials, and the materials used in the classroom. They look at the physical environment and the students' interactions with others in multiple settings and look how that might trigger their behaviors. It looks at all the different environments that a student is in and sees how they react in each situation. This can lead to a better understanding by the educator of what may be the cause of a behavior. It also can lead to better understanding of accommodations that may need to be put into place for the student to be successful. A sociogram or behavior checklist can be included as a piece of the assessment. You want to make sure you are observing the student in all their normal environments that they are routinely in at school. This probes how different environments influence the student in his or her school performance. Thanks for listening to our podcast on behavior checklists. We hope you learned a lot.